So here we have the Kia Sportage 2 1.7 CRDI, which is the diesel, on a 64 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through a few controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a 5-door car. It's got alloy wheels and tinted windows around the rear. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see we've got reversing sensors, plenty of boot space along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat, and then underneath this section a full-size alloy spare wheel, which is very rare these days. So we're just working our way back round to the front of the car now, and then I'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. As you can see, you get half leather seats. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start off with the dials. On the left hand side we've got the rev counter, in the middle we have the speedometer, and then over on the far right we've got both the coolant temperature and fuel gauges. In the middle you can see the trip computer, which includes the total miles on this car of 6,172. You can change the information displayed directly above that using the trip computer buttons to the right hand side of the dials that we're looking at currently. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the left hand side we've got stereo controls. Underneath that we've got the ability to answer and end phone calls, as well as voice activation for the phone. So if you were to hit that button and ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list, it will do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or your pocket. Of course, that's once you paired your phone, which is on the stereo, and I'll show you that in a moment. And then above that we have cruise control. So over on the stereo, which is where you would pair your phone, we've got various little bits of information that are worth running through. If I turn the stereo on first of all, make sure the volume is off. With regards to the radio, every push of the radio will give us a different frequency. So FM and AM, and then back round to the beginning again. In terms of media, there's a few ways to listen to your music in this car. We've got a CD player, we've got auxiliary input and USB input as well, and you can pair your phone up from there. Just follow the instructions on screen by using these numbers that correspond with the instructions directly above it. Working our way down, we've got the dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the temperature on the passenger side, the driver side, the fan speeds up or down from here, and then determine where within the car you'd like the air to blow. Simply push that button to turn the air conditioning on or back off again. You can hit auto and the car will maintain these temperatures for you, and to override that, just readjust the fan speed yourself and it'll turn that off. You can see just underneath the climate control we got a 12-volt charging socket, the USB input and the auxiliary input, and the button just there, that is to turn on or off the front parking sensors on this car. And finally we have a 6-speed manual gearbox. I'm just going to finish up by showing you the twin sunroofs on this car. So the rear one is fixed in place, but the front one has got slide and tilt function, so you can see the sunroof will slide all the way back. So not only do you get a lot of light in from the two windows, if you like, but that front one will open up to allow a lot of air on top of that. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.